Hey, this is Daniel for Adorama. I'm here in my studio with Carrie, and we're making some beauty shots today. And normally for this type of stuff, I love to use my Profoto strobes because I love to use a beauty dish. It gets nice shape to the face, really punchy light. But Chimera dropped off this really cool adapter here, which just slides onto their Triolet fixture. And it actually allows you to use any of the Profoto modifiers. So I'm gonna be able to take my beauty dish and use a constant light source with it, which is really nice because that allows me to use it, let's say, with video if I want. We're gonna shoot a little video beauty stuff as well as some stills. So let's set this up and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so I have my beauty dish. I have the white beauty dish here, 22 inches. It's on the Triolet, like I showed you, and I've got a 650 watt tungsten lamp in here. Obviously, I have most of my windows closed so that I don't have infiltration from the daylight, because that, of course, will affect my color temperature since I'm using tungsten here. But tungsten light, if you can keep the daylight out, is really nice for skin tone. We just have to set our white balance correctly, of course. So this is gonna create relatively soft, because it's close to her, but it's kind of small light that's gonna give nice crisp shadows. But we wanna watch her facial position, because if she keeps her face too low, she's gonna get a big shadow from her nose and also maybe into her eyes. So we wanna keep her chin at least level, we wanna keep the light relatively low, and we'll get nice crisp shadow all around her face, giving us nice definition. Okay, so since I'm using a constant light source, I'm just gonna use the meter in my camera to get a proper exposure. I feel like a lot of times I'll shoot with a pretty deep depth of field when I'm in the studio just to make sure I get the subject completely in focus, but today I wanted something a little bit different, so I've decided to shoot at f2. I've got a 85mm lens, it's a 1.2 lens, so f2 is gonna be totally sharper for me. And I put my ISO at 100 to get the best possible noise ratio, and then I just dialed in my shutter speed until I got a place where it looked right. So I'm at 250th of a second, 100 ISO at f2. So let's see what that looks like. So we're gonna, that's good like that. Take a picture, boom. So I've got kind of a grayish background because I have some of this light hitting it. I have nice light across her face, nice deep shadows, but the light is such that they're filled in a little bit, so you could actually probably use this, but I think I want to make it a little bit more flat on her face, kind of bring those shadows in just to control my contrast ratio. So I have a reflector here. So this is actually just a piece of insulation. You could really use anything for a reflector. I like this because it's kind of imperfect, and it gives a lot of kickback for beauty. It gives you a nice specularity, and you can just have her hold it. See what that looks like. Good. Good, so that brings in the shadows. So it's important to note that if I was to use a soft light source, right, I might also have decreased shadows, but you wouldn't have that kind of punchy specularity, you know, in direction of light with a much larger, let's say, big octagon light, right? Because you'd be very diffuse. With this light, I still get that punchiness, right? There's no diffusion in front of it, it's just spread out, but in punchiness from the back, where it's filling in the shadows. It's not making the light softer, it's just filling in the harder light. Okay, so here I'm using the Triolet, and well, even though I'm still using the same adapter, I'm using it in a more conventional way. These light fixtures are really designed to be used for softboxes. What's really nice about it is you've got your softbox here and you get this big bulb sticking out into it, so you get nice light spread around it, and we can do things like this, like drop the diffusion and get a nice specular light. If you had, let's say, like an Ari Fresnel back here, and you just put it in a speed ring and shot it forward with no diffusion, you know, you wouldn't be doing much, right? So this is gonna allow us to use the softbox in another variation. We're gonna use this as a hair light, separation light. So we'll turn that one, see what it looks like. So what's really nice about this new adapter from Chimera is just the ability to use these Profoto accessories. Because sure, you can do a lot of things. Like if you're doing video and you want to try to get something that's similar to, let's say, a stills beauty shot, you could use various tools to get similar looks, but here you can actually use the exact same modifier, which is going to make it, for photographers that want to start doing some video, this is going to be really useful. I'd like to thank Chimera for dropping off this adapter and these extra Triolets for me to use. I look forward to using it more. I'm going to throw one of these in my kit for sure. It's going to be super useful with my Profoto accessories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.